Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. This is Dee Fernandez, your tarot reader, your psychic, astrologer, and past life regression practitioner. Let's see what we have for you guys, Capricorn. We start with intuition, the bat, and the hell boar. And we have the crow and dogwood, intelligence. And we have bashfulness. Interesting thing about intelligence and the dogwood, because dogma is something where the dogma kind of like, when we're it's kind of like doctrine, where you're told kind of what to believe in. That can be one of the meanings. And but if you're told what to believe in, how can that be intelligence, right? Yeah, it's interesting. All right, so but somebody is intelligent here. They are. The crow is always about somebody who is intelligent. Yeah, they are. And the opossum and the peony means that somebody could be, it's called bashfulness, but it can be somebody has a little bit of fear. Yeah, and so it can be that they are in reflection, though, that they are simply in reflection, and this is why they don't want to be so social with the bashfulness card. Yeah. But let's see what else we have for you guys, Capricorn. And we have your higher self, great gratitude. We'll get one more card. And increase is in the reverse. The increase is a cycle. Something is like ending here or slowing down or decreasing, something like that. We'll have a look at that, though. Yeah, why not? And so your higher self is obvious. This is spirit. And her heart is gleaming here. She's trusting her heart. That's why her heart has wings here. It's hard to see them a little bit, but and remember, we have intuition over here. So somebody is trusting, somebody is working or, managing their life basically with their higher self. And that's the best way to do it. Yeah, it's hard to do things when we're in our lower selves. It's hard to make anything good happen because we're sending out this vibration that's low. So that's what, we're going to get back. That's how it is, right? Let's see. And the great gratitude card is about consciousness. Somebody understands that they are really grateful for something. And it can be, too, that they know that that is kind of helping them. But let's have a look at that card. Enthusiasm for life. Yeah, that's what I was saying here. That when you're in your higher self, you definitely are more enthused, or you're making better decisions, right? And you are attracting good things to your life with enthusiasm. Yeah, and so now let's look at the increase card. If I can find it here. This book's kind of screwy, in my opinion. Great book, great deck, and so that is in the cycle portion. Yeah, she's got everything categorized here. Here it is. All right, let's see. The increase card. Because it is reversed. Otherwise, yeah, let's see what it says. Cycle of expanding energy. But in the reverse, this card shows the crystals falling away. There's crystals on the card. This, however, does not indicate the radical reduction you'd see with the decrease card. Instead, it reveals a time of circumspection, a gathering of inner and outer resources in preparation for some potential limitations that may be waiting ahead. These limitations may be self-imposed. Perhaps you will forego a big vacation in order to start saving for the kids' college. Or you might cut back on your free time so you can take a class that will advance your career or your inner growth. All the limitations may be pushed by external circumstances. You will be able to consciously and clearly respond. If you're looking at a specific goal, God, you guys, it may be time to consider more options and widen your search. Don't lose sight of the power you maintain through every cycle. Your conscious response will keep the road you're on both beautiful and fulfilling. Yeah, that's interesting. Something has happened here, and somebody realizes that some type of external things that has an external event or has kind of slowed them down, or it has caused them to slow down and be in reflection. That's kind of what that looks like there. So yeah, so Capricorn, if you want to get a psychic reading with me, you sure can. I always check for accuracies. You choose the formatting, which is, live video calls, one-on-one with me, or you just get a recording, or both, right? You can also record the live call if you would like. And sure, if you don't understand somebody or you need insight on your own, get the psychic reading with the cards at the end. Always helpful. And Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. Also, you can get a past life reading if you would like. If you want to ask me about them, they're highly interesting and they help you to evolve big time. So check out the description box. We start with the 8 of Wands reversed and Temperance. Temperance seems to always be in your reading these days. And 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Page of Swords reversed, 4 of Pentacles, the Empress, that's nice, and the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So in the reading, we see in the root is that something here external, somebody noticed that they needed to let something go. There's something like that here. This 5 of Pentacles can be leaving somebody out. I feel like in this reading with this intelligence card in the intuition, somebody realized that they were in lack. They did. They did it with their higher self. And some external situation has pointed that out to them. Right? We experience anything. We experience a relationship. I don't know, we go to a certain college or whatever experience you have out in the world. It does show you what you do and you don't want, or it just does, right? And, if we stay home all the time and just curl up on the couch, we're not going to learn much. No, we learn from other people. We do. And experiences, yeah. So somebody could have learned that here. By way of their intuition and by way of some type of reflection, because the increased card reverse talks about a cycle of reflection. Now, the Page of Swords is reversed down here. I'll move this down for you, Capricorn. Here we go. The Page of Swords is reversed right here. When that is reversed like that, it can talk about somebody who was in reflection. Very curious about the future. And we had blockages here. We have the 8 of Wands reversed is blockages. Sometimes it can be too many responsibilities. Depends on the nature of the matter, right? With somebody, maybe, if there's kids involved or there's, just doesn't always have to be kids, but too many responsibilities, it can be blockages. We're not sure what type of blockages, but somebody was blocked here. I feel like there was a lack of passion with the 5 of Pentacles, and they felt blocked in their life. Like, I can't move forward. Like, my life's just stagnant. Yeah, this is a very stagnant card, 5 of Pentacles. It is. And these people are moving real slow because they have a disability. Yes, they do. And he's got like, I don't know, broken leg, and he's got these bandages here, and yeah, he does. And so and so let's get a card on Temperance, because that is the crossing energy. This is about somebody who is grounded, who has could have healed themselves in a way, right? You're through their higher selves. And I don't mean that they had a broken leg. This can be about somebody who got hurt, though, physically. It can. 5 of Pentacles, right? It can, but somebody, I feel like, healed themselves with their higher self. They said, like, and the gratitude card is here. Somebody's grateful that you're in this world, Capricorn, and that you're so great, or you're doing this. But with this gratitude, it just helps somebody move into their higher self. It just really changes the energy when you're really grateful and you look at life like that. You move yourself up to such a high frequency that now your intuition will improve. We have that card, and the 8 of Swords is here. This is somebody who is keeping themselves stuck, keeping themselves stagnant. Yeah, and they could have left, but they did not. So maybe there's a Sagittarian here, but this is about bringing balance and harmony and a certain amount of like self-mastery in order to evolve, in order to grow, out of a stagnant situation, possibly. That could be here in a very physical way, like somebody was really in a relationship that was going nowhere, no growth, and things like that. All right, Ten of Cups is showing up in the past with the Empress reversed. All right, so that's a trip, unless I have, no, those are, yeah, with the Empress reversed, this can be somebody who's married here, and could be, the Empress reversed can be a mother who has maybe dealt with something difficult here. This can be talk about a divorce, it can. And it can talk about somebody in the past who didn't realize their dream in love, especially next to the Five of Pentacles. In other words, they got into a relationship, but they didn't really realize, you know, any true potential of the relationship, kind of. And here, this Ten of Cups can, you know, it could be a family, but I feel like the Empress, there could have been a family that was blocking somebody's love for you, or their ability to be with you. And the Empress reverse does speak of a lack of fertility, right? A lack of, could be growth too when we talk about fertility, but a lack of fertility right next to this Five of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a trip here. And the Ten of Cups is a completion of sorts. So we see like endings. Yeah, we do. So is the Nine. It's a fulfilling a chapter. And now we have the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn. It's with the Nine of Wands. He's looking at the page. I feel like this person wants to speak to you. Yeah, and I feel like they are coming with a little bit of reluctance, but only because maybe of what they have done or where they've been and what they've suffered. There's something here like that. This person is resilient though, and Temperance sits in the challenge or the crossing energy, where this can be healing and, you know, grounding and inner harmony and things like that. I feel like somebody here has like brought themselves there, but they did it through by learning something external or being in a relationship with somebody, but they had to suffer first. And that's how it works. It just doesn't usually work where you're just like, you know, you're just moving quietly and smoothly into your intuition, unless you are really kind of practicing gratitude in your life and you are mindful and present. Then you may not have a difficult awakening. The difficult awakening, you know, comes to people who think that they got life all figured out, and then they realize that they don't. Yeah. I feel like this person, the mindset here is to come talk to you and to be resilient. Yes. I feel like you're going to have news from this person. Yeah, I do. And here we have the Page of Swords reversed. And remember I told you this is about somebody who's no longer curious about something. They're like, I'm just going to do it. I just want this. I just want to hold on to Capricorn. Here you are, the Four of Pentacles in the concern. It is showing up with the Five of Wands reversed. And I want to move away from these challenges. There could have been too many people in this reading, like a third party. There could have been, and somebody just chooses that with their higher self. That's what they're choosing with, right? Yeah, it's really interesting. You know, they should be asking people that in high school. Are you making this decision with your higher self? Right? They should be teaching life skills over there. Not, you know, the date of, you know, this happened in, you know, 1865. It's just stuff like that. It's like, right? I think, yeah. So here's the Empress showing up, of course, right? You know, that those type of teachings will render wisdom. Yeah, they will. Eventually, yeah. And we have the the Page of Cups here. It's here twice. So in the environment, this person really wants to talk to you, Capricorn. They do. A Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Swords reversed. They really want to speak to you. And you are their Empress here. You are the one that's going to make their dreams come true in love. Yeah. There could be somebody here who has a very stable financial life as well. There could be. Now, the Empress, right? And so it can talk about that. For sure it can. And we have the Nine of Wands again, the Wounded Warrior. This person right over here with this page and right over here with this page. So Capricorn, it's either you or them who is approaching the other person with a little bit reluctance but resilience. Yeah. Page of Cups in the hopes and fears with the Two of Pentacles. Here they are wondering probably how to talk to you in some perfect kind of way. Yeah, it looks like that. And the Knight of Swords is in the potential outcome. It's here with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, see, something does end here. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups is the completion, Ten of Swords, and these nines. There's a lot of completions in this reading. But it's like somebody knows that it's for their own good, the higher self, whatever they are ending in this relationship. Get in this reading, said Capricorn, I beg your pardon. Check out the description box if you want to have a reading with me. They're lots of fun. And please like, share, and subscribe. It does help me to keep these readings coming to you. It does with the algorithm. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. And also hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. Thanks so much.